Hello there, welcome back to our YouTube channel and thank you so much for joining the channel today. If this is your first time guys, please do not forget subscribe below and support the movement. In this video I'm going to be talking about another Canada series. I will be talking about top educational institutions, colleges to be precise, that international students can study without IELTS, alright, the IELTS score. I hope IELTS, that should be the International English Language Testing System. So there are some colleges in Canada. I actually realized that not all international students have to provide the English proficiency exam in order to study in these colleges. First, if you are new, my name is Milton Fonkwa. Welcome to Milton Fonkwa's YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support. And I will be talking about some of these colleges. I will equally talk about their tuition fees, job-related opportunities, and stuff like that. So if you are ready, let's go. And please remember, you should have to stay up to the very end of this video. Like I said, we are going to be starting with a college in Ontario, and the name of this college is called Centennial College. I remember talking about this college some few weeks ago, and I equally made you guys understand that the living cost in Ontario is not that easy, and if you are looking at accommodation, you should understand that it's going to cost you at least $800 to like $1,500, and you should bear in mind that you are going to come across a lot of unfurnished apartments. Furnished apartments here, I am talking about apartments that are just empty. All right, you would have to be the one to bring in your maybe your beds, your mattress, and your cooking utensils and stuff like that, in case you are going to be studying at Centennial College. And again, accommodation may not be that easy, but of course, comparing Ontario to Alberta, Ontario is going to be the best. Now, Centennial College has a total of about 260 programs, both diplomas, advanced diplomas, certificate programs, and of course, you have a few bachelor's degree programs. And they have 5 campuses across Canada. And again, the minimum wage in Ontario is around 15.50 per hour, and it's going to be increasing this October 2023 to around 16.65. all right, Canadian dollars I'm talking about. So if you intend to study in Ontario, then this is a path you should follow. This is a school you should follow. But bear in mind that Centennial College is not that cheap, all right? If you should be applying to a program, a 1-year diploma program, a 2-year diploma program at Centennial College, then you should be looking at around 13 to like 20,000 Canadian dollars per year. That is the first institution we are going to talk about. Now we are going to move to the next school, and this school is located in Alberta. The name of this school is called NorQuest College. NorQuest College is one very great college, and again, there are so many things I'm going to be talking about Alberta here. But before I continue with them, let me talk about the deposit you are going to make at NorQuest College. The deposit is 1,000 Canadian dollars after you gain admissions. For you to secure your position to apply for a visa, you are going to be paying 1,000 Canadian dollars to NorQuest College. And now, looking at the tuition fee, you are going to pay between 18,000 to around 22,000 Canadian dollars. That is to tell you how expensive the city of Alberta, the province of Alberta, is to you. And again, they have campuses distributed around of Alberta, and I think the campus that accepts international students is the Edmonton campus. And again, Alberta is the richest, one of, if not the richest, but one of the richest provinces in Canada, with about 5% charge rate. Another thing you should understand is that Alberta is very rich in oil, gas, and of course potassium products. So if you are a geologist, then this is a place you should consider moving to. That if you deal with anything that involves natural resources, I think Alberta should be a place for you to move in. Again, transportation in Alberta is pretty easy because of the connection of the city is interconnected, or let me say the province is interconnected, all right? And there are jobs availability. Of course, as an international student, you have to work 20 hours a week. So there are jobs available for you, a whole lot of jobs. But remember, the tax is not like the tax in British Columbia. In British Columbia, you may be asked 15%, but in Alberta, it's 5%. Remember, though, there are jobs that are still going to be very competitive because of what? The city is popular, it is very rich, all right? The minimum wage is higher, and of course, the competition is higher in terms of jobs, in terms of housing, because a lot of people are moving in. Therefore, you need you have to go through a lot to get jobs and housing. But of course, when you get the jobs, you are certainly going to be fine, all right? There are jobs available, but there is also a shortage for nurses, all right, in Alberta. Alberta is one of the provinces in Canada where a lot of nurses are needed. In fact, Canada is, in general, like I explained in most of my videos, they need a lot of internationals. And from now till 2025, Canada needs at least 1.5 million immigrants to enter into the various provinces. So if you are looking to migrate through education, through whatsoever means, this is the time for you to immigrate. Like I said, Alberta is one of the richest provinces in Canada, and minimum wage in Alberta is around $30 per hour. This is now for those that are in demand, all right? Like the nurses, like I said, there is a shortage of nurses in Canada. So if you are a nurse, you should expect earning at least $25 upwards. But like I said, the minimum wage is $30 per hour for healthcare workers. Of course, this is to tell you how the city is, right? Now let's go to another university, and this time not a university but a college. This time I'm going to be taking you to the province of British Columbia, and in British Columbia I'm going to be talking about Coast Mountain College. And Coast Mountain College is also found in British Columbia with about 4 campuses distributed across British Columbia, and they offer diploma programs, postgraduate diploma programs. They equally have certificate programs, and the tuition fee per year you should expect to pay at Coast Mountain College should range between 13,000 to like 16,000 Canadian dollars. And this college, with the cost of living in British Columbia, I can tell you that you need to show at least 10,000 Canadian dollars in case you are going to be immigrating to British Columbia. If you have dependents, then the dependents, like I explained in my proof of funds videos, the dependents have to show maybe the first dependent 500, the second dependent 400 times 12, all right, the third dependent 300 times 12. So this is the money you need, at least 10,000 Canadian dollars as a living cost in British Columbia for 1 year. This includes maybe just your housing, your food, and your internet and water and electricity. Between that amount, 10,000, which means you are going, if you want to look at it very well, we are looking at the 9 months duration. Remember, you have 3 months of the 12 months for holidays, so you should be looking at 1,100 every month. So this is what you need to know about Coast Mountain College. And the living cost, like I already explained, is like that. Then job opportunities, and if you are in British Columbia, you can earn between 16.75 per hour, all right, $16.75 per hour in British Columbia, or as a student at Coast Mountain College. They offer programs in business, they offer programs in the sciences, the STEM areas to be precise. They have arts programs. They are also offering things related to trade here I mean carpentry, mechanics, machinery, and of course a whole lot of cooking and baking and all those stuff. They do offer them as well. Then they have social services as well, all right, but majority of the programs will be related to a business area. Like I said, most business administration, accountancy, economics, business services, business/accounting, business tourism, and all those business programs. So these are the programs you are going to find at Coast Mountain College, located in British Columbia. All right, again, remember, when you are trying to look at colleges or when you want to immigrate to Canada, you should always try to put the job opportunities into consideration. Also put taxation into consideration. Also put living costs and lifestyle into consideration. And of course, check the school very well to know if they need a language proficiency If not, then you are good to go. But remember, most of these cities that are not connected cities include places like Montreal, places like Toronto, places like Calgary. All right, in these cities they are highly connected. You can use trains, trams, and all the rest. But if you are going to places that are not connected, then I think within six months, 1 year, you should be looking at getting a car, because it may become very hard for you to move around, especially if you have a job and you need to run up and down. All right, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and thank you so much for watching this video today. Please, if you are new, you already know how we do it here. Do not forget, subscribe below and make sure you support the movement, guys. We are almost approaching 40,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. Now, without wasting more time, let's talk about today's video. Today's video, I want to talk about two pathways that you can use to immigrate to Canada, and subsequently, or either at the point of entry you are a permanent resident, or subsequently you are going to get permanent residency. But first, what are you going to do? There are factors you need to consider. To follow these two ways, there are factors, there are requirements, but I want to tell you which of them is the best, all right, to use to immigrate to Canada in 2024. Guys, if you are new, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much. Also like this video so that we get more recommendations. Now, the two pathways I want to talk about is 1, the study route, and 2, the permanent residency, which is going to come in the form of express entry. So I'm going to be talking about the study route and permanent or express entry rather. Okay, there are some advantages here, and I think the study route is the best pathway so far to immigrate to Canada. Do you know why? I'm going to tell you some things. Now, with the study route, please listen to me keenly. Then I want to finish with the study route, then I will go to the express entry to explain, so you see the differences and equally see reasons with me that it is best to use the study route. Now, with the study route, of course, almost everybody, let me put it this way, maybe 85-90% of us all can use this particular pathway to immigrate to Canada. Do you know why? Yes, with the study route, of course, you can go into Canada, right, and go to school. Now, how do you intend to go to school? What are you going to be studying? With the study route, you can move to Canada if you already have, let's say, a high school qualifications from your home country, a high school qualifications, maybe a diploma, a bachelor's, a master's, or PhD. You can follow this particular pathway and immigrate to Canada. Yes, it's possible. That is why I said almost everybody, because I believe that you should have at least a high school qualifications. All right, there are some people who didn't go to school. That is understood. All right, I totally understand. There is even a possibility, if you didn't go to school, if you look very well, you are going to find opportunities that will lead you to Canada. All right, you must not have gone to school, or you must not be educated to a very maybe to a higher level. That is why the school pathway is the best. Now, when you go to Canada, you can study a diploma, you can study advanced diploma, you can study a certificate program, you can study a bachelor's degree, a master's, and a PhD. Even if you have a bachelor's, master's, and PhD, you can do another master's. Even if you have a master's degree, you have a bachelor's degree, you have a PhD, you can still go and do a certificate program or a diploma program. All right, it's not like you are downgrading yourself. No, some people usually say that if you have a higher degree, you may not get a visa from the embassy. That is the notion most of us we have. Remember, when you have a master's degree, it means that you already have a higher qualification. But those embassy officials, they also know that you need to learn some specific things.